Hi friends, thank you so much for coming back to craft with me today, and welcome if you are new here. My name is Alyssa, and today we're going to make this super fun, loaded, chunky little mini album. It measures 4.5 inches across by 4 inches tall. There is a little spine to it though, so not counting the spine, it's really 3 3/4 of an inch wide by 4 inches tall. But to the spine here, I just added some pom-pom trim, and you can see how loaded this is. Lots of pockets on every page. But for this one, I just used some of my leftover scrap strips from my last project. And that paper was from the Holiday Chic paper pad here, which I got last year at Michael's. So I will just quickly flip through this one. I've added just this little gift tag from Dollar Tree to the front, and it says joy as well. I angled my pockets because I just like that look, but you don't have to. So I have a catching snowflakes tag in there. You can journal or write inside there, add small photos. And when we open it up, we've got some writing space and mistletoe kisses. We have a side pocket. So I made my own little card, find joy in the ordinary. And more writing space. This was a cute little tag from Hobby Lobby. I have another angled pocket here with a Merry Christmas card. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, at least. And then some more writing space. Merry Christmas. We've got another side pocket. And my card in there has Santa, and it says ho ho ho. And over here, this was another Dollar Tree gift tag. I have just a regular tag here that says Merry Christmas, and an angled pocket as well with just another little journaling card. And then my last little writing spot here with a gingerbread house sticker also has a side pocket, one last one. So I have Merry and Bright in there. And I just think this album is so cute. You could obviously put small photos on every page, which I probably would do, but I didn't have any on hand, at least for this album. And there's the back. So you're just going to need a few strips of paper and some scraps, and you can create little inserts and things like that for this fun little mini album. So go ahead and grab some paper and we can create one together. Today I'm going to be using some scrap strips from my Candy Brights paper pad, which I also got at Michael's last year. And you will just need 3 strips of paper that are 12 inches across by 4 inches tall. So this could be a one-page wonder if you wanted, but I wanted 3 different prints, so those are my 3 pieces of paper there. And I pretty much just grabbed a measurement from my last project and made an album out of it that way. So with my paper here, I'm using single-sided paper, and I am going to flip mine over to the blank side, and we're just going to be scoring on the 12-inch side. And we are going to be doing these scores of 3/4 of an inch, 4.5, and 8.25. So 3/4 of an inch, 4.5, and 8.25. And it'll look like this. That's obviously going to be our little spine. So I'm just going to kind of fold that back and forth. It really doesn't matter. And then we're just going to take our next score line and fold it over. And then our last one right here, we're going to fold back. just like an accordion. And so this is going to be the front cover. We'll have a top loading pocket here, and then that's just going to be a little flip page. So first what I'm going to do is just open this up and glue my pocket shut. So I'm just going to glue the bottom here, and then the side. And just close this right up. And then, like I said, you could just leave your pocket like this. You could do little notches with your circle punch, but I like to just cut it at an angle, just personal preference. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball that and just use my scissors to just cut that at an angle a bit. It kind of helps for me to just flip this page over as well while I cut that. But that's just going to be my first little angled pocket. And I'm going to set this piece aside. I will save this piece just to use as a guide for my next pages. But we're pretty much going to be doing the same exact scoring for our next sheets. So we'll grab our next 12 by 4 and score the same 3/4 of an inch, 4.5, and then 8.25. And I'm just gonna do my last one as well while we're here. 3/4, 4.5, and 8.25. All right. Then I'm just gonna fold it the same exact way that I did my first one. Just like so. And then I'm going to glue my pocket down, same exact way. Bring that over. All right. And then I'm just going to take this piece that I cut off from my first one, and I'll just use it as a guide to cut my next angled pocket there. So there's my next one. All right, and let's just set up our last page as well while we are here. Fold this over, fold that back, and then just glue down the pocket again. And just grab one of these offcuts and use that as my rough guide. All right, and there's our last little page. So now what we're going to do is just glue all of these together. So we're just going to basically take the spines and glue them on top of each other. So let me start with my cover here. And I'm just going to glue the back of that spine and attach it to my next spine here. And then glue the back of this spine and attach that to the spine here. So that our album will look something like this. All right, and because I'm using single-sided paper, I am covering up these blank sides, and this is how I create a side pocket, of course. So you're just going to grab 3 sheets of 3 3¾ of an inch wide by 4-inch tall little scrap sheets. So I have 3 of them here, and those are just getting glued to the backs. And I'm going to make side pockets once again. So just going to glue 3 edges here and then stick them to the back. Next, I have this sheet. And I'll stick that to the back here. All right. Then last but not least is just the back. So that one will go in the back, and we'll still do one last pocket. Pop that right on. And then for the little spine in the back, I just grab a scrap strip or something just to cover that up right there. Or you could use some washi tape. But I've got this little scrap here, and it's the perfect height, so I'll just pop some glue on there, stick this piece on, and then I'll just cut off that excess there. Okay, so that is the basic assembly of the album, and now we can decorate and fill it up. You could also do notches on your side pockets if you want. So I'll probably do that here, just with my 2-inch punch. All right. So you could really just add as many more pages as you want, but since this does get really loaded, I'm just gonna stick with my 3 pages there. And I've already gone ahead and created some inserts for this album. So this sparkly one here says Merry and Bright, and I just made it with my scraps. I added a tab there. This is actually a pipe cleaner that I just glued around the sentiment there. And I will stick that in my pocket. I will come back to the front to decorate that after, but moving right along, this would be a really nice journaling space, or I guess just a spot to write a small message. So Maybe I'll just leave that and add this love sentiment to the inside. I'm gonna grab some foam tape and just pop that on here. And then my side pocket, I will stick this little card that I made. Over here, I'm going to stick this little piece there for some writing space. I made this card that says joy in the corner there, just to go in my angled pocket. This one I'll just glue down. Just some super quick and easy ideas. But like I said, you could put smaller photos in here as well. You could even put gift cards, stuff some cash in here, little tea bags, or little candies or things like that. Okay, over here I have this little card here, so cute. I think that came in the paper pad. And then for my side pocket, I will just stick Merry and Bright in there, but let me just glue this piece down first. Pop this in here. Of course, you can add so many embellishments and stickers, things to the back here, whatever you would like. And then over here, I have Santa is coming to town, which is a sticker, but I'm going to foam tape that. Just to this page. And then I have a little tag as well that you can write inside for my fun little angled pocket. And how cute would it be too if you just wanted to add some trim or ribbon to the angle there. All right. And then my last few pages, I have just a little more writing space there. This one I just used a scrap and drew my own little lines there. And then this was a cut apart from the paper pad, Make Merry, which I will stick in my last pocket. And that's our loaded little chunky album. Maybe I'll add something to the front here just to bring it all together. I think I'm just going to add this Merry Christmas ticket to the front. It has foam tape on it. And I'll just pop it right there. And then to the spine, whoops, I might add some of this tinsel trim. And it just gives it a little extra festive sparkle there. And that's going to complete this loaded, chunky little mini album full of pockets. You have tons of space to write little messages, stick little photos. You could stick some tea bags inside. So you could put like more than one thing in your pockets. You could really, really load this up if you wanted to. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial today. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more crafty fun and inspiration. And leave me a comment down below so I can say hi to you. Other than that, I will see you all in my next video. So happy crafting and huge hugs!